Greetings, my name is Jesse Reichar. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek at a web tool I've been working on for the New York Noir Mysteries High and Low. Here is the web service running on my local PC. This is a tool that's being built to, at least at the start, help compile nice looking PDF storybooks for cases for High and Low or Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective, similar things. Here I am logged in with the administration account. Really the only thing you can do here is go to Games. Here's a list of the games that the web tool knows about. 2 games, one case I wrote called The Wrong Book, another one Hit the Ground Running, written by someone named Rocky. And we're just going to take a look. We're going to go to The Wrong Book here, and you can see we've got a little bit of summary description, some stats, and some built files for the game. I'm going to actually edit this game so you can take a look. I want to talk a little bit about the philosophy of building PDFs and this tool. But essentially, when you create a game, you're basically just filling in a couple of values here. You're giving it a short internal name, a slug, which is what's going to determine the URL, subdirectory name where the files are stored, and then you can configure your preferred format for the PDFs. You've got lots of choices here. But this would be the format that you prefer to do your testing on. Then a little checkbox saying whether the game is accessible to the public. And then you've got the game text. Basically everything about the game is in this one text file that was designed so that you could do most of your editing through something like Google Docs, where it was a shared document. So basically none of the settings for the game, the configuration, they're all in this text file, which is basically marked down with some extra special sections and stuff. So don't look at this if you intend to play the game, because it would give away some spoilers. But basically there's the entire game, and then everything after that are parsed values that are parsed from this main text file. So this giant text file, which is 1,500 lines, is the entire case. So here I've edited a game. All of these other things are extracted from that text file. You could manage some images for upload some images that are used when building the PDF. Now I'm just going to save my changes here. Okay, the main actual work of this tool is done here in the generated files page. So if you look at the generated files page, what you'll see is 4 sections. You've got your preferred build. This is basically just the preferred format. Then you've got a debug build, which generates a whole bunch of extra files that are useful for testing your case. Gives you extra information about evaluating the leads, telling you whether it thinks a lead is incorrectly specified, and extra information about the document, including a nice little mind map of the case, lots of extra stuff, and things that can be used to map out on a map where all the leads are, etc. This would be stuff you wouldn't share or distribute to anyone playing the game, just for internal operations. And then we've got the draft publication files. These are basically the complete set of files in all kinds of different formats, formatted for different paper. The solo is 1 lead per page, very useful if you're playing it electronically like a PDF on a tablet. And then you've got 2 column layouts for best use of space. And then you've got the published files, which are basically when you build a complete set of draft files and you check it and it's good, then you basically promote that to the published set. And these are available as a zip file, all the files together, or one by one. Okay, so let's just, as a sample, I'm going to say quick build a single storybook PDF. So I'm going to click this, and you can say it tells you the format it's going to build in, and then it queues it because some of these operations can take quite a while to run. Eventually this should be done with an AJAX that updates this as soon as it's ready, but right now I have to reload the page. Okay, so you can see it's running, and it gives you some little feedback, how long it's been in the queue, what version of your text it was built with. Let me reload it, see if it's done. No, still running. All right, so it's producing these files here. The process for building storybook files is it first gets built into a LaTeX, and then from LaTeX to PDF eventually. All right, so I've reloaded, it's completed. It tells you how long it took to run, how long it was waiting in the queue. It gives you a little reminder about what version of your game it was built with. So you can see this is up to date, built with the latest game text edits. If I were to go into the wrong book here and edit it and modify the game text, and then save it, and then we went to the generated files, you'd see that it reminds you that these are new available documents are slightly out of date with the version that exists. Nevertheless, we could open this up and take a look at what a built book looks like. It's generated a large table of contents for all the leads. You can see this is a 240 pages. This is each lead on its own page. This just gives you some idea of what the PDF builder, what this tool can produce in terms of the look of a document. And it's got lots of templates to make these things look standardized, and the leads are sorted and filed, and nice table of contents generated. And then you could look at the LaTeX raw file if you wanted to. If we take a look, I already showed you the mind map that gets built, debug version. If you just wanted to look at, for example, what some other looks could be, here's a 2-column A4 format. If we just open this up, so 2 columns gives you 103 pages instead of 204 pages. It's not going to be different for these page days overviews, but when you get into leads, you'll see now they're in 2 columns, embedding images, etc. So that's what this tool is for. It's for building PDFs out of story text, and it can build them in a whole bunch of different formats. And you would test it with this one, change your game, rebuild quickly. It takes 40 seconds to build a PDF in your preferred format. And then once you've got it the way you wanted it, you would run and build a draft set. This could take 15-20 minutes. And then once you decide that looks good, you could publish it. You can see I've got different formats, nice large font format, different things. We can add different formats here. Is there anything else to show you? If I go to my profile, you can see the games I'm managing, create logins, do all that kinds of stuff. So basically, though, it's a web tool to let authors build PDF books. That's what it does currently. Eventually, we'll add some features to let you play test these games online without having to download them in PDF format, and provide some feedback to the authors. But there you go, just a basic little preview of the high and low web services tool.